Welcome back everybody, Matt the Brat here. Hope you're doing well. So this past Sunday, House of the Dragon, the Game of Thrones spinoff, finally had its season finale. And I watched it, each episode every week. I did the other day on Thursday, or Wednesday, I watched the final 2 episodes. And then let's do a review on the season 1 of House of the Dragon. And here we go. Positives of the show. Let's start out with Millie Alcock as the young Rhaenyra. I thought Millie Alcock was a standout. I thought she really brought that presence and stand on her own and tough and someone who can be a queen. He had that unique look to her too that's quite different than most actresses out there right now, and that actually added to her character, I thought, very much so. Next is Matt Smith. I thought Matt Smith brought it as Damien. No. Was it Damien? Damien Targaryen. I liked him more in the first half of the season, where he was like this very complex character. You don't know where to root for him or to hate him. His relationship with his brother, the king, Viserys, played by Patty Compton, I thought was very interesting. His relationship with his niece, played by Millie Alcock, was even more weird and complicated. But I thought Matt Smith, but also on the battlefield, he was a badass. And he worked in the show. I did think the second half of the season, when they did the time jump, his character kind of lost a lot of steam for me. But I thought the first half he was excellent. Jumping off to Olivia Cook, who played the older Alicent Hightower in the second half of the season. I thought she was way better than the actress that played Alicent Hightower in the first half of the season, before the time jump. Olivia Cook is a great actress anyway, going all the way back to her on Bates Motel with Freddie Highmore and Vera Farmiga, to movies like Thoroughbreds with Anya Taylor-Joy, Earl and the Dying Girl, or the Steven Spielberg movie Ready Player One. He has this uniqueness to her, a unique speech, a unique look, and I thought she really brought that character, Alicent, to life and presence, and could command a room, and was scary at times, and no offense to the younger actors who played Alicent, but definitely once they did that time jump, I thought the two characters kind of switched, where I thought Millie Alcock was the standout as Rhaenyra in the first half, and with the older Rhaenyra in the second half was not as good, nowhere near as good as Millie Alcock was, Emma D'Arcy. But on the reverse side, I thought Olivia Cook as the older Alicent was a way better actress and really stood her own in the second half of the season. Patty Compton, who played the king, excellent job. The guy who was able to do between all the makeup that they did on him as he slowly, the disease started taking over his body. His performance is excellent in that final episode of his, when he's walking to the throne. Just the mechanism and the mechanics of how he was able to move like that. I thought he did a great job in the role. People might not remember him from the Bourne Ultimatum, the Matt Damon third Bourne film. He played a major role in that movie. The makeup work on the king is, I would easily say, some of the best makeup work. I don't know how you say his last name, or the name, Rias Irfan, or Rias Irfan. He's been in movies all the way back to Notting Hill, to The Replacements, to The Amazing Spider-Man, playing Dr. Connors. He was also in the Harry Potter movies as Luna Lovegood's father in the Deathly Hallows movies. He played Otto Hightower, Allison's father. And let me tell you, he doesn't have that much to do in this season. Very small role. But every time this guy was on screen, his presence, his subtleness, was almost more chilling than Rhaenyra's or Allison's or Otto or the King. And Ray Fiennes, or Rias Irfan's, I don't know how you say his last name, he's normally known for, like I said, Notting Hill or The Replacements as the kicker, you know, smoking a cigar, da 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 da, or The Amazing Spider-Man. But here he's very subtle, and it's very, I think, a very standout performance that a lot of people aren't taking more notice of all this whole year in terms of movies or television. And that doesn't get an Emmy for Best Makeup or a Golden Globe nomination. I don't know what the awards people are thinking, because the makeup work was perfection. I like how this first season wasn't about the action that were known for Game of Thrones. It was more about the characters and the character development. I love just having scenes of just people in a room talking. I think that really gives you a lot more than just fighting and action and dragons. Hey, I love my dragons. And I think the CGI in this season, especially with the dragons, was excellent. I mean, there are shots in this season that the dragons look so good. Moving on to the cinematography. There are so many shots in the show that look gorgeous. That one episode where they're on the beach, and I think the sunset is either the sun is going down or the sun is coming up. It's one of the most gorgeous shots I have seen all year in both movies and television. Even the last episode has some amazing shots in the rain with the dragons going. It reminded me of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban when Harry is playing Quidditch in the rain and the Dementors are coming in to try and get him. It reminded me a lot of that. Some of my negatives with the first season. Like I said, Emma D'Arcy, who plays the older Rhaenyra, I did not think she did a good job. I think her best performance in this season was the season finale. And I think this is because she had a lot more to do in that season finale episode than in the 4 prior episodes. I think going from Millie Alcock to Emma D'Arcy, yeah, they look very similar. That you can believe that she, younger to older person, yeah. But on an acting level, and like I said, she was great in the final episode. So maybe going into season 2, we'll get to see more of her, as an actress. But I didn't think the first 4 episodes, or the last 4 episodes, really showed that. As much as I love the cinematography, I'll agree that there are episodes in this season. That one episode where it's after they get married, Matt Smith and Emma D'Arcy's character, you can't see a single thing, it's so dark. I was like, did you realize we have no idea, we can't even see their face, even when they're like right up on the scene, on the camera. I can't tell you who that is. So some of the cinematography was hard to see. And like I said, I thought the second half of this show was not as good as the first half. I mean, the second half did have its moments, but I think the first half was a way better as a show than the second half. And maybe it was part of the time jump that I was really getting involved with these characters in the first half, and then the second half I was just like, listen, Damon, Matt Smith, I didn't think he was that strong in the second half. The new actress to play Daenerys, I didn't think she was that strong. And then the kids now, I mean, there were no kids in the first half. Now the kids of Allison and Daenerys, I didn't really buy any of them too much. I wasn't invested in them as much. Overall, we give this first season a 4 out of 5. Once again, this is coming from someone who is not a huge Game of Thrones fan. I was a casual viewer when it was on. I did want to check this out because it was something new to watch, and I had seen the Game of Thrones series. So let me check this out. I'm thinking now starting at the beginning. I was very late in Game of Thrones. I didn't come into like the 7th season, so the last 2 seasons. But it was nice to start from the beginning here and go and see where it goes. So yeah, Matt here. Let me know, what did you think of the first season of House of the Dragon? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? Did you not like it? What do you hope they do better in the second season? Once again, up in one of these corners, like, subscribe to the channel. On the bottom, comment, like, hit that thumbs up. And like I said, let me know what you think. Matt here.